All right, so astrology time. Shane here, daily-astrocat.com. And today's Friday. It is the 12th of June. So let's go. Our moon's in Taurus, and it's in Taurus all day long. So a couple of things that we need to notice. But hey, today, knock off the nonsense. Put down the donut, and let's just get working on what we need to finish, okay? Tell Mercury to pipe down just a bit. Just because we feel that we deserve the donut. Because, it may remind us of a simpler time or an earlier time in our lives or something like that. It doesn't mean that we should actually have it. Instead, we don't want to get weighed down when the moon joins up with Mars later on today, because this is our takeoff point for our final drive before our 9:06 a.m. deadline tomorrow. Okay, so I feel like many of you hearing this will have projects that need to be wrapped up. So this is important because we're going to want to take on some new flow assignments. And I'm going to have a little bit more on this later. But for right now, today's keyword is that donut. Okay, so let's talk about the surprising season, right? Uranus in Gemini, surprising communications, surprising developments in technology, surprising. Think about other Gemini things. There's a lot of ideas that are going around. And we've been able to key on a couple of them. This Taurus Moon is perfect for us to hone in on what the 3D had. The 3D things we had to wrap up. We still have some 5D things to wrap up. If you have side hustle things, you may have some of those things to wrap up. Just remember that you're not done until it's done. And then you're going to begin again. So it's going to be very important for us to think about moving very quickly after Saturday. So with that being said, let's talk. Our color is green icing. Want a donut? Maybe. Okay, but we're going to avoid that donut because we don't want to weigh ourselves down for Mars. So when the moon is just a sliver in conjunct with Mars, that is when our energy will be riding high. We know what to finish, and we know we will have to go all night, if possible, to get this done. Today's energy is very practical, and it's important that we look to getting this done, right? It's very important, and we want to work towards this all day long. There's certain things that we need to get done. Separate them, segregate them, and get them done one at a time, okay? Make sure you fill your whatever tasks you have to do. We've built something, right? We're building something. We're building things that are going to be culminating, right? And they're going to be culminating in the future for us. Like when the sun is in Scorpio, when the sun is in Virgo, we're going to have those things to look forward to. We have some things that we're going to be starting to develop when the sun is in Cancer. So there's going to be some things. We're working on stuff, okay? Now, the stuff we're working on for us, can there be other things that are working? Yeah, sure they can be. And we just have to make sure that we're focused and we're staying on our tasks and not the tasks that other people are kind of imposing upon us. But we want to make sure that our own authenticity shines through all of this stuff. Now, look, success is to be had in all areas. So make sure you don't take time to celebrate it with a donut, okay? You get a little success there, don't celebrate it right now. Look, instead, treat yourself to a cup of jasmine green tea and take on the next aspect of your project. Just keep on going. Build. We're building something here. So we had 2 lunar aspects today, and they're going to be evenly spaced out. So we got a lot of good, strong Taurus energy. There's not a lot of lunar aspects that are taken away from that. So it's a practical and, methodical kind of energy that we can actually tap into. All of us. You don't have to be a Taurus. You don't have to have your moon in Taurus. You can just have that. You can have that take just places, right? Look, this allows us to really focus on what we need to be doing, okay? The energy is going to be intuitive in nature. The thanks to Mercury and Cancer. And hopefully we have passed through enough of Saturn's challenges a couple days ago, right, to finally see a little daylight and be able to make some progress in the areas of our choosing. As long as you pass the test to get here, you're here, right? Now, not that we have much of a choice, because once the moon enters Gemini, those options, they're going to multiply. And look, work it. Wait until tomorrow, and wait until Venus enters Leo, and then keep working it, okay? So we're going to work it. We're going to work it until Venus enters Leo, and then we're still going to work it just for a little while longer, right? So make sure you're doing everything you can to make things right, and your output aligns with your plan. Now remember, there's a surprising things that Saturn's throwing at us that are just speed bumps along the way. So we're going to keep this kind of short because I've been really long on the last couple ones. So look, in 1651, the newly completed Fontana de Quattro Fiumi, the Fountain of the Four Rivers in Roma, was sculpted by Gian Lorenzo Bernini, and it's unveiled in Rome on this date in 1651. And our birth is in 1806. It's John Roebling, or Johann Roebling. He's a German-American civil engineer who's famous for the Brooklyn Bridge, designing it. He's born in Mulhausen, Germany, and he died in 1869. And that, my friends, is all I have for you. So let's recap, shall we? Our keyword is donut, because, think about it, donut. It's a circle. We kind of circle back, and we're circling back on the things that we've done in the past, and then we're bringing it to the future, and we're completing that circle. Don't eat the circle. We're just completing it, okay? And we're going to get ready to start another one. However, that's the donut, and the color is green icing. I don't know what kind of donut that is, but just don't have it today. Save it for tomorrow, all right? Or better yet, just focus on something else. And that is all I have for you, because we have that Chiron point, right? Very important. Got to remember that. Be careful in the heat. If it's hot where you're at, it was dreadfully hot here yesterday. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, what is today, Shane? Well, we went 5 for yesterday. We're going to a 7 today. Today is a 7. Happy astrocatting.